Ronaldo had always been meticulous when it came to planning his time off the pitch. Holidays were more than just a break. They were an essential way for him and his family to recharge, reconnect, and explore the world together. Over the years, Cristiano had traveled to some of the most incredible destinations, from the lush serenity of Bali to the icy landscapes of Iceland, and the vibrant streets of Marrakesh to the historical marvels of Rome. Each trip brought a new adventure and a chance to step away from the limelight to cherish moments with loved ones. After a grueling season of matches, interviews, and training, he decided to start his holidays this time on the sun-kissed shores of the Mediterranean. The choice this year? Mykonos, Greece. A perfect blend of luxury, tranquility, and breathtaking natural beauty. The family arrived at their stunning cliffside villa, perched above the Aegean Sea. The sparkling waters stretched endlessly, and the soft golden glow of the evening sun painted the landscape like a masterpiece. His partner, Georgina, couldn't resist capturing the children giggling in the infinity pool, their reflections shimmering alongside the horizon. Despite the grandeur, Ronaldo reveled most in the simplicity: barefoot walks on the beach, the sound of laughter, and the warmth of his family around him. But this was just the beginning. The next destination promised an entirely different kind of adventure. Swapping the Mediterranean's sun-soaked beaches for the untamed wild, Cristiano flew his family to Patagonia. Stretching across Argentina and Chile, this remote destination offered towering mountains, glacial lakes, and an otherworldly quietness that seemed to resonate with their souls. Their first stop was Torres del Paine National Park. The crisp mountain air was invigorating as they set off on a guided hike, with Cristiano's eldest son, Cristiano Jr., proving surprisingly adept at navigating the rocky trails. Together, they marveled at turquoise lakes framed by jagged peaks and stood in awe before the massive gray glacier. On another day, the family ventured by boat to see the majestic icebergs floating serenely in the glacial waters of Lago Grey. Ronaldo, always eager to embrace adventure, decided to kayak alongside his children, their laughter echoing across the vast and silent expanse. It was a memory he knew would linger in their minds for years. Cristiano found himself inspired under the endless canopy of stars, often spending quiet moments outside, wrapped in a warm blanket with Georgina beside him. This journey wasn't just about adventure, it was about grounding themselves in the simplicity of nature and reminding his family of life's fundamental beauty. Rio de Janeiro is a kaleidoscope of joy, rhythm, and endless activity, and the Ronaldo family dived right into its vibrant energy. Their beachfront villa at Copacabana became the hub of their colorful adventures, where every day began with the sun peeking over the waves and the soothing sound of the ocean. Mornings were filled with laughter as the children ran barefoot along the sand, while Ronaldo and Georgina sipped fresh coconut water and enjoyed pão de queijo, the delicious Brazilian cheese bread that quickly became a household favorite. The days in Rio were like an ever-unfolding carnival of experiences. They ventured to iconic sites like Christ the Redeemer, marveling at the colossal statue and the breathtaking panoramic views it offered. At Sugarloaf Mountain, the family soared in cable cars, snapping endless photos and reveling in the thrill of being surrounded by such natural beauty. However, it was the playful charm of Rio's beaches that left the most lasting impressions. Ronaldo's competitive spirit couldn't resist a friendly game of beach football. Locals gathered around to watch as he tackled, dribbled, and laughed with carefree abandon. The kids eagerly joined in, kicking up sand and beaming with pride as they played alongside their father. The vibrant energy was infectious, leaving them in awe of the culture's zest for life. For the Ronaldos, Rio wasn't just a destination, it was an explosion of energy and togetherness, where the essence of joy seemed woven into every experience. In Ronaldo's family vacations, Kyoto, Japan is the next destination. Known for its ancient temples, Zen gardens, and timeless traditions, Kyoto invited them into a world where tranquility met elegance, but also presented plenty of chances for fun, blending into a very different culture. They visited the famous Arashiyama bamboo grove, where the children raced along the winding paths, pretending they were ninjas in a mystical forest. Wanting to immerse themselves further, the family attended a traditional tea ceremony. Dressed in vibrant kimonos, even the children tried their hand at the precise ritual of whisking matcha tea. The host complimented Ronaldo on his attentiveness, though his kids couldn't hold back their giggles as he nervously adjusted his posture every few seconds, determined to do it right. The session ended with a joyful toast and heartfelt applause for their efforts at embracing the customs. In Kyoto's bustling Nishiki market, blending in became a delicious adventure. The family wandered through narrow streets lined with colorful stalls, sampling everything from fresh sushi to candied sweet potatoes. The cultural experience reached its peak at the Fushimi Inari Shrine. Few places combined luxury and futuristic charm like Dubai. For Ronaldo, this was more than just another holiday spot. It was his third home after Madeira and Madrid. With a well-furnished home in the city and a deep appreciation for its unmatched blend of innovation and opulence, Dubai held a special place in his heart. This visit was a chance to show his family why. Their stay began in grandeur as they settled into a suite in the iconic Burj Khalifa. From its dizzying heights, the family had unparalleled views of Dubai's shimmering skyline and the golden desert beyond. Days in Dubai turned into vibrant adventures as the Ronaldos dove into the city's modern wonders. The kids were thrilled by the Dubai Aquarium, where they marveled at giant sharks and rays gliding gracefully overhead. Ronaldo encouraged their curiosity, pointing out details and sharing tidbits about marine life. Blending in wasn't just about entertainment. The family fully embraced Dubai's culture. They followed up the adventure with camel rides and a visit to a traditional Bedouin camp where they adorned themselves with henna tattoos and tried falafel and camel milk. Before heading to Madeira for a nostalgic journey, the Ronaldo family made one last exciting stop: the Maldives. A slice of paradise in the Indian Ocean, the islands provided the perfect mix of relaxation and adventure. The family's journey took them to the sun-soaked Maldives. As the seaplane descended onto a pristine coral atoll, gasps of wonder escaped the kids, and even Ronaldo couldn't hide his amazement. Their overwater villa stood atop crystal-clear waters, and each balcony boasted panoramic views of the endless Indian Ocean. The Maldives brought days of utter relaxation and indulgence. Ronaldo and Georgina started their mornings with yoga on the deck, the serene sound of waves offering the perfect soundtrack. The children discovered snorkeling, marveling at the colorful fish darting through coral reefs. They even had a chance to swim with manta rays, a memory that left them wide-eyed and elated. For Ronaldo, the Maldives' unspoiled beauty reaffirmed the importance of slowing down, savoring the moment, and reconnecting with what mattered most. From there, they made their way to Ronaldo's hometown, Madeira, Portugal. A lush island with dramatic cliffs and warm, welcoming people, Madeira held a special place in Cristiano's heart. They stayed at his family estate, surrounded by vineyards and the soothing hum of the Atlantic Ocean. Days were slower here, intentionally so. Cristiano took them to some of his favorite spots, including Cabo Girao, one of the highest sea cliffs in Europe, and the Mercado dos Lavradores, where the scent of fresh flowers and tropical fruits filled the air. For Cristiano, it was the perfect and extraordinary journey. Each destination had brought them closer together, offering unique lessons and memories that would last a lifetime. These moments of love and discovery were the true measures of success. What do you think about Ronaldo's family vacation spots? Were they fascinating? Leave your views in the comments section. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bells for more video and gist of your favorite celebrities. Until the next one, please stay tuned.